Tech and clips.
Yeah. Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be checking out this performance by Cyndi Lauper performing Strawberry Fields Forever. This song you guys already know was originally performed by the Beatles. I have already done a reaction to it, so I'm so familiar with this song. But to hear Cyndi Lauper perform this timeless classic, this I have to listen to. So shout outs to Dana Biladu for throwing this my way. Put this out there. This is buy me a coffee suggestion, guys. Just in case you want to support me, just in case you want to support the channel, link is in the description. You can tap in, support the channel, support me, and throw me suggestions. And I'll be so glad to hear. And then listen to all these timeless classic with you guys and give my honest thoughts about it. So without wasting much time, without further ado, Cyndi Lauper performing Strawberry Fields Forever originally by the Beatles. Let's take a listen, guys. Imagine.
Let me take you down, 'cause I'm going to strawberry fields. Nothing is real and nothing to get hung about.
Yeah.
Strawberry fields forever.
Yeah.
Living is easy with eyes closed. Misunderstanding, oh, you see. It's getting hard to be someone, but it all works out. It doesn't matter much to me. Let me take you down, 'cause I'm going to strawberry fields. Nothing is real and nothing to get hung about. Strawberry fields forever. No one I think is in my tree. I mean, it must be high or low. That is, you can't, tune in, but it's alright. That is, I think it's not too bad. Let me take you down, 'cause I'm going to strawberry fields. Nothing is real and nothing to get hung about.
All right, guys. So that was Cyndi Lauper performing "Strawberry Fields Forever." The song, like I said from the beginning, originally performed uh, by the Beatles. Yes, I really, really enjoyed watching and listening to her, perform this in the timeless classic. Right off the bat. Her voice, Cyndi Lauper's voice, really, really goes in, hits you in a way, that's totally her own. She's got that unmistakable, emotional vibrato, and this almost theatrical delivery. And instead of trying to imitate John Lennon's mellow, introspective tone, she makes it completely Cyndi. Her phrasing feels freer, more expressive, and there's a haunting edge to how she carries certain notes. I love the way she bends to the melody in spots, gives it a breathy intimacy at times, and then opens up into these soulful bursts that remind you why she's one of the most distinct vocalists of her era. You can really, really tell she's feeling the lyrics. It's not just the nostalgia. It's feels more like a personal reflection. I loved it, guys. I definitely loved this performance. Now, musically, the instrumentation and then the arrangement. That is, I feel like this version doesn't try to recreate the Beatles experimental studio magic. No mellotron swirls nor backward tape loops here. Instead, I love the fact that it leans more into organic textures. Gentle keys, ambient, strings, and a live and almost in a cinematic, soundscape. That charge, definitely gives it a different, emotional gravity. Where the original, feels like a dream. Cyndi Lauper's rendition, I feel like feels like remembering a dream. It's reflective, it's bittersweet and grounded in human emotion rather than psychedelic wonder. It's still ethereal, but with more warmth and vulnerability. Guys, I loved it. Definitely loved it. What's really, really, really stood out to me is how she's transformed the meaning of the song. John Lennon's Strawberry Fields Forever. Was this inward journey. Childlike imagination. Mixed with an existential confusion. Cyndi Lauper, on the other hand, turns it into a more emotional confession. There's a quiet sadness in her version, a mature understanding that those innocent fields, are, long gone. I have to say it's fascinating how, she keeps the soul of the song intact and while, giving it a completely new lens. That's not easy to do with, Beatles music. Yes. I love it, guys. Honestly, I have to say this performance definitely feels like a love letter, to both John Lennon and the power of nostalgia itself. I love the fact that it's not flashy. Yeah, that's for damn sure. I mean, it's definitely sincere. Cyndi Lauper respects a song's history, but brings her heart, into it, and that's exactly what a great cover, should do. So, if you go into this, I mean, if you're a first time listener such as myself and you go into this expecting a carbon copy, of the Beatles, you might be thrown off, I have to say. I mean, but if you listen to it for what it is, a reinterpretation is through Cyndi Lauper's emotional world, you would definitely appreciate just how much depth and artistry she brings. For me, after listening to this song, this cover, isn't trying to outdo the original. That is for damn sure. I mean, it definitely feels like a conversation, with it. It's Cyndi Lauper meeting John Lennon, in the middle of that, dreamlike field. Both of them expressing what it means to, let go, to remember and to, to feel. Guys, beautifully sung, subtly arranged, and deeply felt. Guys, I love that. I'll definitely give this like a hard 9 out of 10. But that's just me. Let me know what you guys also think about this cover down in the comment section. Let me know if you want me to, check out more of Cyndi Lauper music. Yes, shout out to Dan Ability for throwing this my way once again. And if you stuck with me to the end of the video, I love you. Very much appreciated on him. My name is Philip, and also the next music reaction. Take care, stay safe, and then peace out.